It started off as a fun game. My friends and I loved to play it. It wasn't just us. People all over our neighborhood would participate. We all thought it was just a harmless game. That's how it started off. I'm sure you've heard of those paranormal games such as the Charlie game or Bloody Mary. This game was no different. In fact, when I first heard of it, I thought it was a little stupid and cliche. That was until I was finally convinced to try it for myself. Surprisingly, it worked. This game is referred to as the Mailbox Game. It's not really known by a lot of people, but it was quite popular in my small town. If you want to try it for yourself, I'll give you the details in just a moment. However, I must warn you. Play this game at your own risk. The result of the game is that if you do it right, you'll receive a letter in the mailbox. This letter will contain some sort of good fortune. For example, my mother's friend received a letter that revealed some good luck in her near future. It told her that she would get a new car. 2 weeks later, she won a brand new car at her job's annual employee giveaway. Usually, the game will reveal something that will happen in your future. Now here's how the game goes. You will need the following items. A mailbox, of course, a knife, a blank piece of paper, an envelope. That is all you need. Now here's what you need to do. First, you must approach a mailbox. It doesn't matter what mailbox. This will only work for mailboxes. A P.O. box won't work in this game. Anyways, you must stare at the mailbox for approximately 6 seconds. Don't blink. Next, take the piece of paper and lay it on the ground. Do you remember that knife? You need to draw blood. You must let a drop of blood land on the piece of paper. Don't worry. 1 drop of blood is all that is needed. Then take the piece of paper with your blood on it and fold it neatly. Once you've done this, put it in the envelope and put it in the mailbox. After that, turn away from the mailbox and don't look back. You need to wait 3 days before you can look inside. After 3 days, take a look inside. You will find a letter that contains your fortune. The best part is the fortune is always true. I know, this game sounds absolutely stupid. Like I said, this is no different from any of those other games. Well, it was until something happened. I'll get to that in a second. I had gotten a lot from this game. I got self-confidence, money, and so much more. I was always a sheltered person who was very cautious, and I don't feel that anymore. The game seemed fun and all. Unfortunately, there's something that no one knows about the game. There's more to this game than just getting good fortune. There's a much darker part of the game. I realized this after one of the girls in my school committed suicide. According to the rumors, she played the game a few days before. No one knows what her fortune was, but she was found hanging in the woods. This completely rocked our town. We all thought it had something to do with the game. How could that be? The game always seemed to bring good fortune. It took a lot of research, but I learned the truth about it. I learned the truth about the Mailbox Game. Thanks to some Tumblr users, I learned the true origins of the game. Apparently, the game was started by a Russian woman who passed away. She was into some very dark stuff. To put it simply, she was into witchcraft. Before she died, neighbors and family members would say she had an intense disgust of youth. Therefore, she wanted to end as many as possible. Thus, the Mailbox Game was created. The Mailbox Game isn't a game that brings good fortune. The good fortune part is just a lure to keep the victims coming back. The Mailbox Game is actually a very disguised curse. Once you offer your blood, you are now a prime target to whoever or whatever wants you. You're essentially giving these creatures a taste to you. If they like what they taste, you won't last long. I know this is just sourced from some Tumblr users, but quite frankly, I believe it. Do you know why? Because lately, more and more people are starting to die. My friends and neighbors have been committing suicide. No matter how much I try to warn them, they won't listen. They'll do anything for some good fortune. Listen, I'm just a young guy. I understand if the story seems fake or far-fetched. Honestly, if I wasn't the one writing it, I wouldn't believe it either. If any of you hear about the Mailbox Game, I highly advise you ignore it. I know that I gave you the instructions, but that's because I'm trying to save my own skin. What do I mean by that? Well, I recently got my final letter from the Mailbox Game.
Tell the world of the game, or rest in eternal flames.
So you know what? I don't care anymore. I want you all to go play the Mailbox Game. I advise you not to, but for my sake, I'm telling you to try it. I'm sorry for anyone who plays the game. You must understand what I'm going through. To anyone out there daring enough to try, I wish you the best of luck. I have one last thing to say. Enjoy your good fortune while you can. It will all be over before you know it.